Hello, my beautiful Aries. How are you all doing? This is TC, your guiding chariot. Welcome to your weekly reading for August. This is going to be a timeless general reading for all Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. House rules before we get started. Timeless because no matter when you find this video, don't worry about when it was posted. The message will come to you when it's meant to. My only ask is, since this is a general read, take it as it resonates. If there's a card or a message that doesn't fit your circumstances, do not try to force it. Leave it on the table. It just wasn't meant for you. Take the rest. All right, my loves. Little different this week. I'm using a new oracle. It's called the Sacred Power reading cards. They're not new to the market, but they're new to me, and I'm just super excited to use them. I haven't used them until this round of recording, so I don't know the cards as well, so I'm going to read it from the book. Which I try not to do on the channel, but I like to keep it a little more intuitive, but I'm just too stoked to use these cards, so we're just kind of jumping in. I hope you enjoy them as much as I have been so far. Also, thank you, Aries, for being patient. I had some weird stuff happen on Wednesday and Thursday, so it slowed down my recording process. So thank you for giving me the extra time to get your message out to you. And here is your oracle for the week. Unconditional love. Beautiful. Libra actually also got this card, so they share an axis with you. So maybe worth it to check out the Libra message, especially if this one maybe doesn't resonate perfectly. It might be because your message is over in the Libra video. Just some food for thought. Okay. Let me whoop. That is so not what I meant to say. I don't know what I meant to say, but that wasn't it. Anyway, so unconditional love. Love has the power to heal and transform, overcoming any emotion. True love is infinite with its expression, transcending limits and experiences. People often use the term love to receive an exchange of attention and validation. If used from a place of insecurity, love cannot be felt in its true form. This may lead us to question the quality of love we receive and how we give and share it with other people. Love drives us. Whether in relationships, friendships, addiction, or destructive habits, love, or the lack of love, drives our behavior and action. If our love is misguided, we may begin to shield ourselves and reject love because we are afraid. You may experience love with conditions because you have been hurt or rejected. Previously, you have felt unsupported and unloved. Trusting the wrong people has led you down a difficult path, which at times has been challenging. Your caution around people has affected your willingness to be open around others. Your desire to be accepted by family and friends has placed you in a position of rejection and betrayal, leaving you frustrated, resentful, and deprived of unconditional love and understanding. Right now you are seeking that unconditional love. Embrace yourself and your inner child as, when found, this unconditional love can assist you through a deep healing process. Step away from victimhood as you redefine the meaning of love. Approach your issues with understanding and without judgment. Speak openly from your heart. Are you acting with unconditional love right now, or does it come with expectations or conditions? We are happiest when our love is at its purest, unmixed by expectations. As we open our hearts to the Eternal Mother, she comforts us, oh Lordies, with unconditional love and open arms. She requests that you assess your relationship with your own mother and learn to appreciate all your teachers of love. Whew. That's kind of a heavy one, right? If you really take all those words in. I think if I can simplify it, yes, there's a lot of talk in there about being hurt and being betrayed in the past, but I think the big message popping up is that you are loved, right? You are loved, and people appreciate you for who you are and what you do. I would say, Aries, if you have been struggling with that or questioning that, maybe, that's coming from that place that was hurt before. But I think genuinely now, this energy is all around you, right? The same way as, this motherly love is wrapped up around this baby. You are loved right now. You totally are loved right now. Like, that's not in question. So if you're not feeling that, know that you truly are. If someone's saying something to you, if you've been receiving certain attentions or someone's trying to be there and support you, know that that's genuine, know that it's real, right? And if you're feeling unsure about it, it's because that person is trying to trigger this healing within you. Because no, love always exists inside of us, right? We always talk about feeling love when that person comes along and they give you love and then you feel it and experience. All the feelings you have for everyone already lives inside of you. Like if you find someone and you grow to love them, that love was always in you, right? This person showing up was just the trigger to like bring it out. But it exists in you, right? So again, love is already inside of you, right? But sometimes it can get kind of lost and muddled up under things, or our view of it can change because of what's happened to us, before. But it is in you. So I feel like this card coming up, there's a huge healing for you, especially a heart healing if you've been hurt recently or still kind of dealing with a past hurt. And kind of same thing for Libra. I'm kind of like, you may want to go check out the Libra reading. I'm just saying. But we're going to go a little deeper with the tarot message, alright? Okay. I'm going to cut this deck. Normally I shuffle them, but I'm going to cut it because this deck is she's a little thick. And even for my big hands, I'm like, oh yeah, no. I'm just going to get clumsy shuffles the whole time. Oh, look at all these wands. Look at all these wands popping up. And bottom of the deck, the Tower. So definitely talking about some healing going on. Nice thing is, Tower in the bottom of the deck, to me, is just kind of a general energy. So it's talking about, to me, it's talking about a Tower moment that has happened. So don't, if you know what the symbolism means, don't get all, you don't have a Tower moment coming. I don't think the world's about to crash down on you. Don't worry. Not the case. But I think there's some residual energy from a past Tower moment that we're working through. And even with Lionsgate, opening previously, it's trying to send more energy to speed up this healing, to release you from this cycle and really kind of close that chapter and free you from it, right? Because we start off with the Queen of Swords. Beautiful air energy, but an energy of discernment, right? This queen, although having a reputation for being kind of cold, but her big gift to us is that discernment where, everything is kind of black and white with her. So either it's helping you or it's hurting you. And if it's hurting you, that sword is moving real quick and chopping it off, right? She swings her sword first, asks questions later. So it's very yes or no with her. But it's in this moment really where, really what is serving you, what feels good, what feels helpful, what do you not trust, what can you trust. All the negatives in there are just getting hacked away because we're not tolerating it anymore. Then we have the Seven of Wands, so another very independent energy like the Queen of Swords, but this is one where you have something to protect, you have something to prove or to hold on to, right? So I always describe this energy as like everyone has their own opinion, right? Because these 6 wands down below are all pointed at you. They all, want to tell you what to do with your life. You should do this, you should wear that, you should be this, do blah, blah, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But this is you really owning, your path. This is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do it. We're talking about my life, not yours. So it's fine, you have your opinion, but that belongs to you. That belongs to you. And a lot of times you think of the progression of the particular suit. The Six of Wands is all about success and recognition. Once we get to the 7, now you can argue, how we get to that 7 in different ways. Sometimes people can get a little too boastful with the 6, and then they got to be knocked down a peg in the 7. But sometimes it's also just you shone so bright, then people get jealous and try to hold you back. And this is about you really owning your, like, no, this is what I'm doing. Like, if you don't like this ride, you can get off. Like, that's how simple this is. Like, we don't need to go to battle, but no, I'm not going to back down, right? And this is the type of strength that the Queen of Swords is bringing to these situations. So all these 6 wands that are getting in the way, she's ready to like chop in half right now. And she's like, no, we're done. Because you have the 9 of Wands here, which is that, like, I always describe them as like the battled warrior, the bruised warrior. You've been in this fight for so long, you've been holding your spot for so long, you've been defending your post for so long. Like, we're just kind of tired of it. We're just tired, we don't want to do it anymore, we don't need to do it anymore, we start questioning if we even have the strength to do it anymore. And, really the answer here is like, no, but it's also not necessary is the biggest thing. Like, it's not necessary to be this defensive and to have to, like, dig your heels in so much. So instead of holding that post, it's just time to get rid of the stuff that is making us feel that way. Anything that's making you feel defensive, it's time for that to go. It just doesn't need to be in your space anymore, because we want you to be in the flow here with this Six of Pentacles. We want you to feel free to give and to receive and to share. So if you're not feeling that, if you're not feeling this energy, Aries, because I do feel like I'm talking about these 3 cards, and I feel like some of you are like looking at the screen and are like, I don't feel that way. No, I'm not really buying that. So some of you are already here, which is great. That's where we want us all to be here already. But I think there's also a good chunk of you that are still sorting through some of this. And it may be just because this might be a little general, and it might be a little, I might be stereotyping you a bit, but it comes from a place of love, my Aries. But you are ruled by Mars, our little warrior god planet. So if someone is coming at you and someone did you wrong, it is totally within your nature to be like, oh no, you're not going to do that to me. Oh, I'm not taking that lying down, right? And it's totally within your nature, so it's not even a bad thing. But this shift, this change is to get you out of that mindset, because it's not worth fighting anymore. It's just not worth it. Literally, as I said, that was 11:11 on the camera. It's just not worth it anymore. Like, there's so much more out there for you. You don't need to hold that spot, right? Look at that. Next card out is the Sun. Ugh. Can't stand it. Now we have all these majors coming up. Beautiful journey ahead for you. So we have the Sun over this Queen of Swords. Yes, life affirming, vital, power, most positive card in the deck. So again, all good things are coming to you as you release and cut all these low vibe, like little stale energies away. Beautiful. Because again, the energies that are making you feel defensive here with this Seven of Wands, the people that are coming at you with their wands, they don't care, they don't matter, they do not mean anything. They're just trying to shut you out, right? And I talked about it with the Six. Sometimes you shine so brightly, people get jealous, and instead of, them feeling inspired and working on their own light, they would rather just dim yours, right? And that's not abundance, that's definitely not love, So the people who would make you have to take up this position do not care, which means they do not matter, right? And then you come in with this big powerhouse, the Magician, right? Having all the tools, having all the power. No need to hold this dinky little post. No need. You're so much better than that. You're so much more capable than that. And then we also have the Hermit. So the Hermit, very solo energy as well, right? Because obviously he's a hermit. He's in his own space. This is an energy of kind of going within. It is an energy of spirituality. So I would say if you have a spiritual practice, this is a kind of strong indicator to kind of get back into it, or be dedicated to, whether it's meditating, however. Ooh, excuse me, yawning. It's getting a little late for me. But it's that energy of connecting, and however you commune with spirit, if it's through prayer, through meditation, intention work, whatever works for you, religion, like all of that is totally fine. But this is you kind of connecting with yourself, connecting with spirit, and truly kind of tuning in to this energy of universal love, letting your weapons down, letting this fight be over, releasing yourself from this type of tension, whoever's trying to bring this to you, letting that go and not letting it get to you, because again, these people don't matter, and you've got much bigger things. Like, look at this, Sun, Magician, and Hermit. So divine support, having all the tools, power, and resources you need, and then the wisdom here with the Hermit. Like, unstoppable, Aries. Unstoppable. But beautiful healing coming to you this week. And I am kind of relating it to Lionsgate that we just had on the 8th. So again, opening lots of doors and releasing you from this kind of defensive energy where people kind of come at you, or the mental things that pop into your mind and the thoughts that set you on this path, reconnecting you to this universal and divine love. Let's go through the bottom of the deck a little bit, because I feel like I want to go through this a little more. So we talked about the Tower already. We have the Seven of Pentacles, so patience, waiting as things matured, as things started to grow, right? So to me, this is all internal stuff that was kind of taking its time, right? Getting stronger, getting bigger, maturing, all of those good energies. Page of Wands is, to me, a card of inspiration, right? It's that spark. And that, honestly, that could have been what we were waiting for to grow, right? Finding our new adventure, possibly for some of us. Finding, some inspiration to do something different, whether it was, doing something on our own, or finding a new path at work, or, with our relationships. Could all kind of be wrapped up. This honestly could be from a relationship. This could have been the fall of a relationship, you kind of doing the aftermath and getting stronger, right, as we kind of grew through all of that, and then finding this new spark, this new passion, whether it's another relationship or something really for you. I would say it's probably something more for you. Weird timing for that to drive by. Anyway, whether, again, this is just motivation for you, this is a new passion for you, or new relationship, and then you come out as this King of Coins, very grounded, very abundant as well, well manifested. And then we also have the Death card. So again, moving into this new cycle, kind of the death of the old, right? The death of this path that has you on the defensive and having to deal with certain people that just are trying to bring you down and hold you back. That is over. So we're releasing that so that we can make way for this new abundant form of you. Love this. Awesome reading. Aries, I'm going to wrap it up there. As always, thank you. I love you for all the support you give me and my channel. If you like this video, I'd really appreciate it if you could drop a comment down below. Hit the thumbs up button. If you're not already, hit that red subscription button. Join our crew. We get together every week and talk messages and tarot, and it's a good time. So make sure you hit the bell to be notified when your next reading is coming up. For next week, I'm probably going to post a video probably this weekend to give you a little heads up on what's happening. Kind of relates to the weird stuff that happened on Tuesday and Wednesday, or Wednesday and Thursday, that messed up my filming schedule. But next week will be a little different. Got a couple changes, some temporary changes, but good and fun. So I'll give you more. I'll give you more about that probably in a video. But just stay tuned for that. So I love you guys. Take care. I'm sending you the best. Stay safe out there in our crazy world, and I will see you next week. Bye, Aries.